Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. I want to say hello, everyone, here on Instagram and also on the YouTube channel. I just want to share my heart with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's topic is maybe not as lighthearted and exciting, but I would love to share and address my thoughts with you. So many of you know that, or at least I hope some of you know that I'm originally from Ukraine, and probably need to live under a rock not to know what has been going on in between Russia and Ukraine and all of that. So I just want to share something so important today. I truly hope that mother's love will stop this excruciating pain. I truly hope that finally mothers of Russia will understand the mothers of Ukraine. And with how long this has been going on, a lot of us, a lot of people had forgotten, had just, moved on from the conflict, moved on from their, into their own world. And truly, right now there is a time when destiny, not just between Russia and Ukraine, but destiny of the whole world, whether or not we're gonna be wiped from the face of earth, is in Russian mother's hands. I know that most of you here have been aware, once again, here, even here on Instagram, that I'm originally from Ukraine, and it has been such a tough time to make videos or make content or do anything at all, knowing that as I'm doing all of this, there is ongoing war and blood and tragedy for all involved. But I have this hope. I don't know what it is, but there is this light of hope. I think and I believe that things change when you get the wake-up call. And I truly hope for bravery and courage and spirit and power of love for the mothers of Russia to finally stand up and go with their full power to protect lives of their sons and help to end this situation for Ukraine and for the world. I know some of the Russian speakers are watching me as well. We want to see you standing up. We want to see that you actually have balls. We want to see that. And if you want to have courage, you can see the way we fight, the way the small country of Ukraine fight back, to the point where nobody can hide, and that it's no longer possible to hide it under the rug, even with propaganda and the things that's going on in Russia. You can't hide things under the rug when you're asking for another 500,000 people to contribute to your military operation or campaign. So I just wanted to come on. I tried to do a live just only here, only on YouTube, but it didn't work. I want to thank all of you for your support. And today and this last couple of days, I was very much thinking about the power of mother's love, that nobody can stop it. The world spins because of it. And I believe that it will fuel the courage and bravery of women and people in general, people in Russia getting up and standing, because as we just talked, nobody can, people, yes, police can stop 500 people, but nobody can stop the army of hundreds of thousands of people who just got their last wake-up call, that want to stop it all, that don't want to dig deeper, that don't want to get hurt, that won't have no more blood, that want to see their sons, don't want to receive their sons back in the coffins. So I'm truly I truly believe that there is some dignity and some power left there, and I do not want to, as a person who is from Ukraine, I don't want to see revenge of seeing more of that. I don't want more women to get coffins of their loved ones. That's not what we want to get out of this. We want this to stop for all. Yes, you know, John, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you. Revenge is a dish that is the best served cold. So cold soup served to Putin would be ironic. You know, that is so interesting, because men are, if you guys follow anything in this world, you know, worldwide what's been going on, the Russian men are fleeing Russia with a lightning speed, with the speed of light or faster. You know, you can't, with the tickets to fly to Turkey, to Istanbul, I think skyrocketed to the point of it's, I think it's it would be cheaper for me to fly from here to Istanbul than from Russia, which is only a few hours. So people are fleeing by tens, so far by tens of thousands, just simply because they could not move any faster. So for many reasons, people, men especially, are leaving, families are leaving, but especially men, you know, fearing for their life. Maybe they are not all that patriotic after all, you know. Maybe they are not all that patriotic after all. Maybe they actually afraid for their life. Maybe they are not ready to die. And I'm yet to see a Russian mother that would consciously want her son to go and put his life for him to die for someone's maniacal, untreated, I don't know how to say this, condition, you know. I cannot imagine any mother in her own mind to consciously send her child to die for something that nobody could define. Not me on this live video, being lost for words, not anybody. Nobody could define what do you send your child to die for. I'm very proud of women who had been out there already, women who were not taking none of this, who would not take this for a second. I'm so proud of these women. In particular, I shared here on YouTube that, you know, women from different republics, that in particular Muslim republics of Russia, who did not expect those women to stand up. But I do understand why they stand up. Their sons in those very traditional parts of Russia, that have their own authenticity and culture. The woman's life, her entire career, is her husband and her child, especially the child. That's unbreakable bond. There is no life for the mother after she knows she no longer has that child. And so I wish I could put a clip here for my YouTube channel. I will put links to the clips. I want you to see those women that didn't have none of that. They told to the policeman that, why don't you go Send your sons to death. What do we have to fight? We did not attack, or Ukraine did not attack us. We had invaded and attacked the country of Ukraine. So you don't have to be a specialist. You don't have to be a person of, having a degree in diplomacy to see through all of this. And so I was just thinking this last couple of days that truly the destiny, not only the outcome was a conflict or brutal war between Russia and Ukraine, but the outcome for the entire world literally depends on the bravery and courage of people in Russia today. Will they organize? Will they rise against this? That also would be the time for them to reclaim their dignity, their power, that they actually have something left, that they could be respected in the world again. And I think that half of people, approximately, roughly, I believe that maybe half, maybe more than half, maybe 50-60% of people do not agree with everything that's going on. And sometimes you just have the time to shine, the time to take things over, the time to make history. And I think that the time is now. And so I can't wait to do more of the things that I usually do on my YouTube channel. And you guys, if you're watching me on Instagram, thank you for watching it. I know on Instagram you mostly follow me for other reasons. I share with you my passion for the things feminine and glamorous, but fight for life of your child it doesn't get more feminine than that. And I think the world is about to see that fight. I cannot imagine for people to really be okay with this. I cannot imagine for people to be okay, for population of Russia and all of the republic to be okay with knowing that now they are forced to give the most precious of what they have. For what? So that conflict is possibly about to be resolved. It's my hope, and honestly, I don't know what can stop the power of mother's love. I don't know if there is something to stop, and I hope that mother's love will fuel their courage and their bravery to go and rise up against all of this. You literally need to be mentally ill to not see through the sickness of their lies, deception, and everything that has been done. You cannot be a logical person and believe in all of that. So I also believe in power of the wake-up call. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you stand for. Never in your life you want to get a note that your child had died. I don't care what you say. You don't want to pay for someone else's fear, for someone else's ambitions and goals that are also evil. So that's what I had on my heart this last couple of days, and just looking and checking the news and seeing. I understand that some Russian men flee the country. They flee. Some of them don't want to fight. Some of them do not want to, not only they don't want to die, but they don't want to kill the others who has nothing to die for. Some of them are waking up to their own lies, and they realize they support it, they stand for this, and yet they want to run because they do not want to die. So it's going to be an interesting turn of everything. It's, of course, people in Ukraine are bracing. They don't know what's coming, and it's pretty scary when you have another when you have hundreds and thousands of people coming in. But Ukraine will stand, and so as the mothers of Ukraine. And even after all this pain, we do not wish to see those women who maybe did not cry for our pain. We still do not wish them to die. Them to witness the death of their sons, because that's not the revenge that all of us would have been wanted. That's not the revenge that people of Ukraine, the mothers of Ukraine, would go for. We don't want to see more women going through this pain. So that's all that I wanted to share with you, my dear friends, today. Thank you for the love. Thank you for support. Thank you for the kind words. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen all these comments. Thank you. Hello, Johnny. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I agree, John, with you. Oh, thank you guys for all of your support. And I just want to remind you that whether you purchase my consultation services, whether you order my reels here on Instagram, whether you buying gifts from my first shop, everything that I do, I try to do my very best to help our friends and people in Ukraine. So your support have been means more than world. Thank you for being here during this time. And you guys know I try to have more fun on this page on Instagram, and just mostly posting glamorous and fun things, but promoting them also helps the people of Ukraine. But I hope that you don't mind if sometimes you hear some more serious thoughts and topics. I truly looking forward for things to get better, not only between Russia and Ukraine, but for the entire world. And I hope for the power of mother's life, of mother's love, to stop it all. Because men seem to not be able to agree. There is this maybe passion for fight and survival and doing all of this. But as women, we brew life. We would do anything and everything to keep that life, because it's our ultimate sacrifice. I was thinking about it the other day. The raising children, no matter who says what, it's always it starts with women nurturing and love and tears and pain, and it just never goes away. We just were built this way. We were built to create life and bring life to this world. So we will always stand to sustain the life we bring. Yes, John, I agree. I agree that any fool can see all of this for what it is, but unfortunately that hadn't stopped the war. And I think that if you send to the war and you do not want to fight, you can refuse. And if all these young men that have no reason to lose their life would refuse, that could also help to stop Once again, I was amazed. I was amazed looking at the faces and the way how fierce those women that came to for demonstration, that came to protect and not let their brothers, sons, and husbands being taken to the war. Their bravery, their passion, their attitude was everything. I will post the some of the links that you can see, or you can just Google Dagestan. I don't know if you know how to spell that, but Dagestan women against the war. It's amazing. It really blew my mind, and it reminded me, once again about the power that as women we have. It's not the power to compete with you. It's not the power to show that we have something you don't have and you should compete. It's not that kind of power. Our power creates worlds. There would be no life on this planet without us. We don't have to compete with nobody because we already won. We won the we won without have to fight or prove or anything like this. We simply won by creating life, and we will. I do believe that those mothers will contribute. They will not be silent. You cannot convince a mother for a reason good enough for someone to come and take her son's life. That's all. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for advertising me, John. I appreciate it. So if you're watching me on Instagram, you can find my information in my bio, in my profile, and I'm considering to open a second Instagram page when we can talk about these things and make this Instagram page just for fun and laughter. So I'm considering doing that. So thank you for sticking with me. For those of you who only follow me for my glamorous dress up and furs, I'm seriously considering making a second account for my passionate project for that connected with Ukraine. So that's possibly to come, but regardless, thank you so much for sticking with me through not so fun topics. And I know some of you prefer prefer it that way, to just watch the 5-second videos and just be entertained, but I appreciate your attention. And unfortunately, I need to work on my YouTube, so we can have a better quality of live videos on YouTube, and they won't interrupt, or so I can, just simply keep the YouTube topics on YouTube. But sometimes, I just can't help, and I want to thank you all for everything, for your support, for the kind words. And yes, if you follow me on Instagram, remember you also support Ukraine, because united with others, we have been helping. I could never imagine doing this, without all the help and support from you. So that wouldn't even be possible. So if you follow my page here on Instagram, you also support my native country of Ukraine through everything we do here. It helps to spread the word. So I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for sticking with me through this message. I just want to remind everyone about the power of women's love, and especially of power of mother's love. And I believe it will prevail. Thank you.